Let me ask you something. Have you ever seen lips that look puffy above the lip line or cheeks that seem swollen in the wrong place and thought, is that filler migration? Because that fear stops a lot of people from ever booking their first appointment. So let's talk about it clearly. Can filler migrate? Yes, migration can happen. But here's the part most people don't hear. It's preventable. Migration is not random. It's not inevitable. And it's not something that just happens because you got filler. It usually comes down to three main causes. First, too much filler. When excessive volume is placed in a small area, especially delicate areas like the lips, the tissue has nowhere to properly support it. The product can slowly shift beyond the natural borders. That's when you see that shelf above the lip or puffiness that doesn't look anatomical. Second, poor placement. Filler must be placed at the correct depth and in the correct plane of the tissue. Too superficial, it can spread. Too deep, it may not provide proper structure. Facial anatomy is layered and complex. Injection is not just about adding volume, it's about understanding structure. Third, wrong product choice. Not all fillers are the same. Different areas of the face require different consistencies, cohesiveness, and elasticity. Using a product that's too soft or too heavy for a specific area can increase the likelihood of movement over time. Migration is rarely about the brand. It's about how the product is selected and how it's placed. And this is where technique becomes everything. Proper technique prevents migration. Conservative dosing, correct depth, anatomy-based placement, strategic product selection. This is why experience matters more than trends. Now here's something important. Social media often shows the extreme cases, the overfilled lips, the exaggerated cheeks. But subtle, well-placed filler doesn't go viral. You don't notice it, and that's the point. Good filler shouldn't be obvious. It should respect natural boundaries. It should move with your face. It should enhance, not expand. At a professional level, we don't chase volume. We build structure, and structure stays where it's placed. Another thing many people don't realize, migration doesn't usually happen overnight. It often develops when someone repeatedly adds more filler without dissolving or reassessing previous placement. Layer on layer, volume on top of volume, without strategy. That's when tissues become distorted. But responsible treatment includes reassessment. Sometimes the safest decision is to dissolve and reset before adding more. Luxury aesthetics isn't about how much you can add, it's about knowing when to stop. So if you've been afraid of filler migration, ask yourself this: is the problem filler or is the problem technique? Because technique matters more than product, every time. The right injector understands anatomy, respects facial proportions, uses restraint, and builds long-term harmony, not short-term volume. Migration is preventable, and when treatment is thoughtful, conservative, and structured, results look effortless, and they stay that way. If you're considering filler but want it done safely, strategically, and with respect for your anatomy, book a consultation. Education replaces fear, and precision replaces problems. Because in aesthetics, technique will always matter more than product.